let's get right into Birving quickly because the internet loves Birving. Did John Turturro suggest Christopher Walken? You said you're going to have a lover, you're going to have someone you're attracted, and he suggested Walken?
Well, I mean, yes, he did. I mean, it was crazy. We were at dinner when we were just starting the show, and we were talking about who was going to play Burt, and he said, well, "What about Chris Walken?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a great idea, John Turturro. Chris Walken would be a great idea." And he said, "Well, I'll give him a call."
How are we going to get him?
And he said, "I'll call him." And we wanted to do some work together. We worked together before, and it's been the most amazing experience to have those two together. Two of my favorite actors.
It was so crazy because when we were first getting going on the show, Ben was like, if you have any ideas for cast, just let me know. And so I wrote down a list and called him and was like, for Irving, I saw this actor who was a guest spot on this show and thought he was terrific. And Ben was like, oh yeah, no, he's great. I was thinking maybe John Turturro. He was like, oh Jesus, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is a real show.
And then a couple weeks later, maybe Christopher Walken for Burt. And it's like, oh my God, why am I on this show?
There are some very fancy ornaments on this tree.
Yeah.
What is it like to hear Christopher Walken, just on set, like when every time you hear him talk, do you get a little rise out of it? Like,
yeah, there's never a moment when I'm working with Chris Walken that I'm not like, oh wow, I'm here with Chris Walken. Yeah. And the great thing about Chris, I can't do a Chris Walken impression.
Yes, you can.
I know.
You can.
I'm the one person in the universe who does. Did you do Chris Walken?
No.
Okay. All right. You do it, Billy.
Come on.
You do it.
Go
Billy.
ahead.
Come on.
Well, Kevin Pollak says you just take a one-syllable word and you make it two. So no becomes no.
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 Yeah, that's good. You got the no. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Adam.
The great thing about Chris is he's so humble and he knows that there's this world that is obsessed with Chris Walken, but he also just kind of moves through life and kind of accepts it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I once went to a hair salon. I had to get a haircut, and there was a picture of his face in the window of the door, and it said, his face, 'S, welcome.
Where is this salon? That's where I want to go for the rest of my life.
It's Main Street in Santa Monica. It's not far from. Guys, so you're doing a podcast for season 2. You're going to get to, and because the fan base is fanatic and the details, everybody loves to hammer over them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought it would be really fun to do sort of a companion rewatch podcast just for the fans who've been waiting for a long time. So it's really for season 1, and then it's going to go right into season 2. And it's been really great to kind of like have fans of the show on, have the cast members talk about stuff that, we experienced making the show, and really just have another connection with these fans who are so committed to the show, which we're so grateful for.
What took so long between 1 and 2?
I mean, there was a strike. There was that affected us, and the show. The show takes a little while to make too, and there's all those things that go into it. So it wasn't the plan to take so long, but here we are, and every day we were working on it, we're thinking, okay, people are going to be waiting for the show. We just want to try to make it as good as possible when it finally gets out.
Well, it deals with work-life balance in a major way. Adam, you and your wife have a production company, so work-life is all one.
My work-life balance is completely upside down and dysfunctional in every way possible. I mean,
I assume you work for her.
100%. Oh my God, are you kidding? No, that is...
You're late.
That's right. That is great. Getting to work with my wife, Naomi, is great. Getting as much time together as possible is terrific. And the company's great, and it functions incredibly well, 100% because of her. But as far as a work-life balance, I don't have hobbies. I don't really do any, unless watching TV is a hobby, which I don't think it is.
I know.
I mean, I have a ping pong table, but try to get one of my kids to play with me is difficult.
Adam's biggest hobby is growing great hair.
I grow hair.
He grows perfect
great
hair.
How is it held on so beautifully?
Billy, you've got quite a coif going there yourself. It's looking great, man.
You know what I always say to that? I say thank you, and then I say God's fair.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, there's like 5 things you could give a man, and you'll get 4 if you're really lucky. No one gets 5.
Sure, that's correct.
Ben, what are the 5?
I'm not going to go there.
No thanks. Take a pass.
Okay. Because you and I watch a lot of television, I'm addicted. I've seen everything. There's not a series I haven't seen. It's sick. I feel like I need to get out more. But
Yeah.
Ben, could Tropic Thunder be done today? Could that movie be made today, given the climate and given everything that was so funny? You know what I'm talking about.
I've been asked this question a lot over the years, and especially the last few years. And my answer is it would probably not get made today, or it would be much harder for it to get made today. I don't think it would probably even get past the sort of, the script phase of somebody saying yes to it. Now, that being said, I also think I wouldn't not make it today. And I think if somebody should be making movies that are that out there, I think. And I'll go out there and say that, because I think humor has to be, if it's clear where the joke is and it's clear what your point of view is, you have to take those chances and roll with the punches. And I think that's what is great about comedy. I think comedy's going to get there.
I also
think we're heading. I think we've gotten to the worst of it. Maybe we're heading.
I think we have to. I think we have to.
We can do it again.
Yeah, I think we have to. And I think at a certain point, human beings want to laugh and acknowledge reality. And and it's not in any way shouldn't be anything other than that.
Last question. Have you ever spoken to Tom Cruise about a Les Grossman movie? I think, has that conversation taken place? Is it a possibility?
Oh my God.
There have been some interchanges about it over the years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And look, Tom Cruise, one of my favorite human beings, one of our great movie stars of all time. And it would be fun. It would be fun, but there's nothing in the works or anything like that, but we have discussed it in the past.
Oh my God, that would be great.
You have. Get those hairy arms back out there, player.
Yes.
I love it.
Get the bald cap and hairy arms. Guys,
crush some Diet
That's
Cokes.
our time.
That's right.
I hate it. We all have great hair. It was great to be with you.
All right, great
Thanks,
to see you,
Billy.
Billy.